YouTube. We're here with the ridiculous Arcus project. Just got done with the winglet stiffening. That worked really good. Then aileron extensions. Haven't painted them yet. Wanted to make sure they were going to work well. Also increased the size of the elevator and rudder. Put on metal gear servos for elevator and rudder. Replaced the servo for the landing gear, which subsequently failed. And then I made a locking system. I had to redo my radio system because I had a range issue. Plugged the hole, painted it, painted this, painted that. Reinforced with carbon fiber here, carbon fiber here. I also made a German flag, and then I did this, taped it down, glued it down on both sides. That keeps the tail stiff. And then I also forced one carbon fiber rod at an angle up here. That was a scary one. I sharpened the rod and then stuck it in, which helps to keep this nice and solid. Air brakes, landing gear are not working right now. I can either deploy them or I can leave them up. Everything's been tested except for stabilization, which we're going to do now. Stabilization's on, up, right, left, up. Okay, they're all going the right direction. This also has auto leveling. It's trying to level the aircraft, as you can see. Once it brings it true, it also has a yaw to hold the heading. I don't use that, whatever. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and launch, and we'll test the throttle. In fact, I'll show you the throw with the throttle cut on. Comes up, presents the motor. That's the noise you hear, and then it collapses. And you'll notice there's a point where the prop would normally get caught right here as it retracts. So that's called a retractable motor system or a self-launching system. So we're gonna launch. Those stiffer winglets make a humongous difference in flight performance. It's crazy to think that it makes such a big difference. But the larger ailerons, I've also put tape all the way down the leading edge of all the surfaces, including the horizontal stabilizer, the vertical stabilizer, the wing. I also did 2 stripes of tape on the bottom. Let's come over here. She's got some ups. She'll do loops under her own power. When she does even better. Okay, can you stay back behind the pole there? We're going to do some little passes here. See how much authority we've got for roll now, guys? It's nice knowing with a glider that you can roll the thing. It's just totally awesome. Oh, we got some more visitors here. Goodness gracious, I can't do without today. Upside down is still a question. The air brakes work very effectively. They drop the plane like a rock, and it works super well. I'm going to show you guys the snap roll on this thing. I'm going to get myself pointed into the wind, get a couple mistakes high. I just want you to see the snap roll. Okay, so cutting the throttle. Okay, here we go. Snap roll. That thing is so crazy fast on the snap rolls. The larger ailerons have made a humongous improvement in quality of flight. The little prop does amazingly keeping up. Little rudder turn for you there, straight out of the power. thing would be beautiful for slope soaring. It'd be good for thermals, but you do have to have a pretty strong thermal because it's actually turned into be quite a heavy plane. But you know what? I'll take a heavy plane that doesn't fall in half any day of the week. We're gonna do a stall here. Watch the wings bend, guys. Should have seen it before the tape was applied. This thing was wiggly waggly. So guys, I'll just do a roll with ailerons here. That's a roll with just ailerons. Full up elevator. Now that's a roll and a control rudder mix. The stabilizer's working today because it's so windy. And I can show you without a stabilizer here. So that's without stabilizer on. I just turned it off. Okay, cut it off. I know some of you guys don't like stabilizers because you'll lose your indications of being in a thermal. You see how much she bounces around. It's definitely flyable. It's not a big deal. But I just prefer this, the locked-in feel of pulling. I gotta land. That's the on. I'm gonna come right behind us and land. My motor's having trouble deploying. I think it twisted. I've had this happen once. Let's see what happens. Let's go look at it here. And air brakes. Out of the air brakes. Throttle cuts on. Okay guys, I'll show you what's happening now. Throttle cuts on, so it won't start the motor. It's getting stuck. It's getting stuck right there. Because evidently something about this, looks like this screw must have come loose. So it's allowed this to back up to a different point. See, my throttle cuts on. So when I give this, see how it's getting stuck. So I'm gonna get home, we'll get that figured out. Shouldn't be too big a deal, I hope. And we'll come back to you with another flight video. These things will be painted. These things will be probably painted orange or white because they're gonna yellow with the epoxy. And otherwise, I'm also flying this on a 2200 3S 25C pack. And the CG is perfect for gliding. It's good for slope soaring and gliding. It's right between the two CG points depending on if the motor's up or not. Really like the plane. It's a project plane, guys. If you buy this $150 plane, it's like a kit. You're gonna replace all the electronics. Well, not all the electronics. You're gonna replace some of the electronics. This is my second one too. So, but just plan on spending another 60, 70 bucks easily. And once you get it there, she's pretty good plane then. So keep watching, you'll see the rest of it and you'll see when she's really good. Don't forget to like and subscribe.